this is Glorilla, and she had to wear this mask during the Coachella performance. They have to do the mask ritual where they are disfigured to show the evil entity that is working through them. And this is Kai Cenat. He did this on one of his streams. He put this on and chased the guy around the room and did all of this. So this is all a part of what they have to do. And Weeknd, he brought the robot on stage and did his whole concert around it just to show it. And then he wore this. So they're showing you that they are no longer operating under their power. Something is operating through them.
There are humiliation rituals.
Yes. And sometimes they don't even get in. So a lot of these stars, a lot of these celebrities that want to get to, the higher level, the A-list or whatever, they come to them to get in. And they're like, I don't want you. They pick and choose. Whoever could be the better puppet is who can get in. And yes, they be sacrificing family. They be doing a whole fucking lot. Absolutely. But it's way more than that. And to get out of the contract, you see these humiliation rituals and things like that. You got to do a lot to get out of that shit. But you're going to get what you want and answer them.
Sellout celebrities doing the humiliation ritual.
Too. Well, we're going to send you a letter and answer it within a 24-hour period, and we'll tell you what we can give you. What you mean a letter, man? Just tell me right here. No. Go home. We're going to send you a letter, and that letter they're going to explain, but it's going to be coded like what they want him to do if he's willing to do this. You see, it's like nursery rhymes, and you were like, what? If I do what? Well, I don't understand the letter. Give us your mama, and we'll put you in the $20 million club. Man, you crazy. And if you weak, you ain't got the Lord on your side, you sitting at home in that dark room, you tired of eating Roman noodles, you ain't got no running water, electricity out, you buy a candle going, all right, man, she work, downtown, she get off at 6. What I supposed to do? Set it up, have her at home, you catch a plane, go somewhere for a couple of days, and we'll send you a text. All right. A week later, they give them a text. They won't say that she's dead. They'll be like, the party was great. Thanks for showing up. Because it's like coded. They ain't going to just come out and say they killed her, right? He heard on the news she dead. He break down. He goes to the bank account. He got $20 million in his bank account. He slowly forget his mama. Ask Kanye West.
I'm gonna tell you guys a true story on how me and David Spade met. I was at my weekly Illuminati meeting. I was sitting next to Beyonce and Jay-Z, and all of a sudden my boy Spade walked in right after Drake walked in. I was like, yo Drake, move your little bitch ass somewhere else. I gotta talk to Spade real quick. And then we burned 2 truckloads of money and did some devil prayers. I sacrificed 4 goats, 3 chickens, and 1 sheep. And then we just, chopped it up, whatever. We was like, hey, be in this video, bitch. And then we went to catch, had some lobsters with chicken blood. I still have the t-shirt with the chicken blood on it. I think it's a Drake t-shirt.
It's wicked as hell. He did not want to sign that brother. When that dude signed that contract with Rick Ross and Shoemaker hit it right on the point. He looked at that contract, man. He just shook his head, but you can see in his eyes. He just had a look where all bets are off. Like, God damn, another brother gone. You see what I'm saying? But them demons got to be fed, man. He has to do it. He has to feed the demons, meaning he got to keep signing. You have to keep initiating. Why you think P. Diddy keep bringing out new people? He ain't gonna help them. He gonna give them one song and he gonna get rid of them. Where's Danny Kane at? I mean, seriously, where they at? He really, made those girls look like. See, a lot of y'all don't catch that. Y'all just look at it as, oh, that's people are people. No, it's not. It's a mind control set. The Food Network, brother. Get it? You look at these guys and be like, man, I'm a chef. I just want to do food. I don't want to be a part of Hollywood. They got their hand on everything that makes money. To be a part of the Food Network, you got to do the same thing as getting a hip-hop contract. It's just dealing with food.
That he was not gay. Now, my thing is this. If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me like a fool.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is Shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby.
Y'all, Shannon Sharpe's former stylist just dropped the mother of all tapes to prove that Shannon has been on the DL this entire time. And if y'all thought that Shannon's downfall couldn't possibly get any worse after the whole SA lawsuit, well, it's about to get 10 times worse. Well, Shannon's SA lawsuit has been dominating the news for the last couple of weeks now. Y'all seen it, but his stylist is now claiming that this is all a big part of Shannon's Hollywood humiliation ritual. Yes, y'all, he's out here posting some mysterious receipts and throwing shade that could seriously shake up Shannon's whole image. But here's where it gets even wilder. He's claiming that Shannon tried to shut him down so the world wouldn't find out about what allegedly went down behind closed doors. So what's really going on here? Did Shannon Sharpe actually try to silence his own male stylist? And could there be even more to this story? Let's dig in. Okay, so the stylist in question is a man named Russell Hollywood Simpson. The whole wild part about it is that when he first started working with Shannon, everybody thought that they were secret lovers. Because fans were wondering if that was Shannon's way of coming out as a part of the community. Because he and Russell used to be everywhere together. And I know a bunch of people that take their stylists everywhere. It also didn't help matters that Russell used to be romantically involved with the former NFL safety Kerry Rhodes. So with the two always being seen together, folks online started connecting them dots. And Shannon wasn't having that. The chatter about his sexuality picked up fast. And to make matters worse, whispers about Shannon being on the DL and living a double life had been floating around for years now. I mean, he looks like Miss Netta, so I get it. But remember that moment when Mike Epps got involved and threw some shade, suggesting Shannon was secretly into the men? He claimed that Shannon invited him to appear on Club Shay Shay, but he wasn't feeling it because of the rumors about Shannon.
I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'm sitting down there. I thought he was going to attack Cat. That nigga. It's called Shay Shay. The nigga telling you.
And with all that talk going on, hiring somebody like Russell only made things messier for Shannon. So he decided to switch things up and ended up firing Russell. But the way he did it was super messy. Instead of just parting ways quietly, Shannon tried to downplay Russell's role, acting like he never had much to do with his work.
Chris Brown was showing love to the fallen angel that gave him everything he desired. Brown might have the world, but you can still see he isn't truly happy. Eventually, Chris Brown will learn the true price of his actions. Even though Brown is a superstar, he knows that he is missing something. In 2015, Brown will make a post on his Instagram that stated, "When you're tired of the devil ruining your life and you hear God speak for the first time, no one knows what I deal with on a day-to-day." It's important to remember that Chris Brown was pushed into this lifestyle at an early age by his mother. He has been playing the devil's game for about 10 years when he made that post. Even though Lucifer gave him the world, Brown knew he was the same one who was ruining it. He tricked Brown into thinking the star life is what he wanted, when in reality, all that lifestyle brought him was pain and loneliness. As we have seen with many artists who sell their souls, there comes a point when they regret making that decision. They realize this isn't what they ever truly wanted, and now they belong to Lucifer. There's a song by Brown where he openly admits to making a deal with the devil and dealing with all the evil it brings while the world thinks he's happy. In his song Yellow Tape, he talks about what he had to do for his fame and fortune. In the song he raps, "Had a meeting with the devil last week, couldn't believe what he said to me. Here, take this contract, signature please. You can have it all, but your soul I will keep. Bad luck, yeah you know it comes in threes. Battling my demons, I'm the only one who sees." Brown admits to selling his soul and making a deal with the devil for fame and fortune. He admits that in order for him to have all he wanted, he had to trade his eternal soul. He chose the pleasures of the world instead of God's kingdom. He also raps in the song, 2 feet off the ground, like why am I living here? Up and down, I think I might drown from my tears. I cry cause my fate is sold, too many tears, I'm thinking about ending here. Brown once again wants the world to know that he is depressed. The lifestyle that Lucifer tricked him into living has destroyed him, and he knows it. He feels broken, as he knows that everything in his life is fake, an illusion set up by Lucifer. Like he states, his fate is sold. He knows that it's going to be hard for him to escape the devil, as he belongs to him at this point. Another line that I felt important in this song was when he rapped, "Women piled up in my crib like a coliseum. After 3 a.m., you know we getting freaky." With these lyrics, Chris Brown secretly tells the world that he's performing satanic rituals. He mentions being with women after 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is considered the devil's hour, where many occultists perform rituals. They believe 3 a.m. is the best time to connect with demonic spirits. I do not find it coincidental that he would mention that he starts his activities after 3 a.m. In another song by Brown, we can see him once again referring to the devil, holding him back, not allowing him to escape his deal. In his song Holding Me, he sings, "I don't give a F if the devil's holding me back. I keep on walking cause love is like a mile away." Brown seems to once again be rapping about escaping his deal. He knows Lucifer is holding him back from being able to break the chains he has put on Chris. I can't help but feel bad for him, as he was pushed into this lifestyle awfully young. He never really got to understand what this lifestyle was going to cost him. We can see countless times in several different Chris Brown music videos that he represents the Freemasonic order. In his music video for the song Another Round, we can see Chris Brown and Fat Joe standing in front of a pyramid that is clearly supposed to represent the all-seeing eye. We again see an occult-themed music video for his song High End featuring Future and Young Thug, two artists that I've already done videos on. In the High End video, Chris Brown appears to be possessed as he claims to be a vampire. In my opinion, those who sold their souls are essentially vampires, as they participate in satanic blood rituals to appease Lucifer. I found the theme throughout many of Chris Brown music videos, where he refers to himself as a vampire. In the music video for Grass is Greener on the Other Side, we can see again a vampire-themed music video, as there's a scene that seems to show vampires feasting. We again see this in his music video for his song Wall to Wall that was released all the way back in 2007, shortly after his career started. In the opening scene of the video, Chris Brown appears to be bitten by a vampire. He then passes out and wakes up a vampire. The entire Wall to Wall video is full of Masonic references, as there's even a scene that shows Brown floating in the sky as a beam of light flashes above him. His eyes then flash red, indicating his demonic possession. We can again see him as a vampire in the music video he is in with T-Pain. He can be seen with fangs in his mouth as he raps. I find this very interesting, as there's a whole book named The Delicate Dependency, written by a Mason named Michael Talbot, about a vampire organization that is the real Illuminati. In the book, the vampires are the leaders of the Illuminati, the Freemason, and every other secret society. To me, this explains America's obsession with vampires. Something else I found interesting was his relationship with Rihanna. I've already done a video on Rihanna, and I believe she is a part of the Masonic order. Usually celebrities are paired up together as a marketing strategy, and I believe Rihanna and Chris Brown's relationship was orchestrated by their record label, as it garnered a lot of attention for them both. Many people never understood why Rihanna would take Chris Brown back after what he did to her. The reason for this is because the label planned it. Them breaking up and getting back together will bring mass attention to them both, making the label a lot of money. Those two are both Masonic puppets, captured by the industry at a young age. Rihanna, just like Chris Brown, was corrupted by the industry at just 15. Time and time again, we see parents give their children to the industry for their financial gain. Chris was just a child when he was initiated. He has lived this lifestyle for most of his life. We can all see a pattern with all these artists that choose to serve the Masonic agenda. The stars the masses know and love were created and are being used to shape the world.
That's my humiliation ritual. With all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
Why did you give me this?
Because we had extra.
She wants me to wear this.
Please. It's for her birthday. We'll be matching. She says pretty for her birthday.
Look.
Yeah, I didn't get her a present, so maybe. Yeah, you didn't give her a present.
I'm not ready to do.
You already got the shirt on.
No. If he's not doing it, I'm not doing it. He gonna do it.
No, please.
See, she's trying to do that. She's trying to do like the sad stuff. You know what? Just for North's birthday. You know what? Just for North's birthday, I'm not gonna wear it.
When Jay would record, right? How was his process in the studio?
Jay ain't had no process. One thing, like.
So when he'll work on an album, he'll wear a chain that he got from Big, and he wouldn't get a cut.
Yeah, he'll wear a big personal chain. That was Biggie chain.
Wow.
Yeah, he will wear that.
Yeah. And you never seen him pick up a pen or a paper?
Never. Yeah, that's a different kind of skill set.
So Beyonce and Jay-Z sacrificing people and shit and nobody tell me this? No, like for real. They are so heavily clothed. They are so clothed that you wouldn't even see it. Nobody is seeing this unless you really do your due diligence and like research. Okay, so before Jay-Z, it was Big L. But guess what happened to him? He died. And Jay-Z took his place. Jay-Z was also doing music with Tupac. Tupac died. And then there's Biggie. He was doing music with Biggie. Biggie died. Like, I cannot make this up. This is like sacrificing on a whole new level. And let's not forget this. Jay-Z asked Aaliyah out. Aaliyah turned him down, y'all. And that same year, she died. But it gets deeper than that. Apparently, she was heavily sedated on this flight. She had to get carried on this flight. So sedated, she didn't even remember, didn't even know she was supposed to even be on a flight. And the crazy thing is, Mary J. Blige said that she was murdered. She said literally, it was a spiritual murder. And that same year, guess who got with him? Beyonce. I really do think Aaliyah was supposed to be Beyonce. But she turned him down and ended up dead. And kind of think about it, Little Mama, her career never been the same since this moment. Like ever. See, now when I look at Wendy Williams, it really does make sense. She was never the same since she talked about Beyonce. And she still ain't got her show back.
Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you.
And word is Beyonce is possessed or is a demon, and she be climbing on roofs and windows and shit.
Down on you. She jumped out. She was like on a windowsill. Right. We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out. She was like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That's me and Jay-Z stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
Like.
So during this performance, he sat in Jesus' seat at the Last Supper reenactment, basically just mocking Jesus. This was to mock Jesus and usher in a false self as God belief and doctrine. And this is where we are now. People believe they are their own gods. So this particular ritual brings forth the entities that will influence this type of belief and understanding. And then the third ritual that was performed, Quavo, well, he wore a ritual mask of a phantom. And you know, the mask of a phantom represents being disembodied or not having a body, or an entity that doesn't really have a body. So it basically represents a spiritual being. The mask represented the disembodied, unseen entities that were being invoked by performing the ritual. So this is where wearing this mask became significant. And then Maverick City, a Christian group, joined in to merge the sacred with the profane in an attempt to put Satan over God's worship again. I've been saying this for 30 years. The devil wants his place back. And that night, he somewhat got the opportunity, because this choir got behind a guy who sings about, you know, slanging dope, killing people, murder, partying, sex, drugs, promiscuity, all the things that the Bible stands against. They got behind a guy. Not only that, but he wore a ritual mask. So that made them a part of this particular ritual. Well, the Bible tells us to have no fellowship with unfruitful works or these type of works of darkness. It says, but rather reprove them or expose them. So you're not supposed to be on stage in these rituals, but you should be exposing them and speaking out. And we know, of course, they were glorifying the rituals. They thought that these performances were awesome. And that is very, very sad. These rituals invoked and summoned beings to come and bring death and destruction to our nation. The same way that BLM and Antifa did the street rituals. I don't know, a couple of years ago, you remember they did all of these different street rituals. They were summoning spirits of racism, the LGBTQ and woke agenda. So it was basically rituals to get agendas started. And all of these agendas started because of what BLM and Antifa did. Now everything is racial, everything is woke, everything is LGBTQ. All these things came to pass because a ritual was performed while CERN was going, pulled in entities that began to occupy people in high places, and they began to push these agendas like never before. So listen, people, we must pray. This was a demonic ritual, but it has significance because CERN is a powerful machine that creates powerful forces and brings powerful entities into our realm. So we got to make sure as believers that we pray, because the destroyer, listen to me, this is what God spoke to me, the destroyer is coming. And this was more than a musical performance. It was a calculated and well-planned invocation. They were bringing these spirits forward. So if you were a part of these rituals by being there or just enjoying them on your devices and watching them and enjoying them, please renounce them and repent to God.
I didn't respond. My stomach was tightening. Then one of the side monitors caught something new. Diddy. He was walking the halls alone, inspecting rooms, dragging his fingertips along the velvet walls like he was feeling for something. He stopped outside a narrow corridor we knew well. Room 19, a small chamber with no windows, just a plush circular rug and an old ceiling fan. Diddy opened the door slowly. "Oh yeah," he muttered. "This one's perfect for it." Then he vanished inside. My eyes snapped to the sound panel. Dead. The audio feed for room 19 had gone dark. I felt Prince lean forward before I even said a word. "It's down," I whispered. "I've got no feed in that room." Prince gave a single nod like he already knew. "You'll have to reset it manually." The air in the room dropped a few degrees. "Now?" "Now." I slipped out the surveillance bunker with nothing but a comm link and a small black utility pouch strapped under my shirt. The hallways above were glowing dim purple, Prince's standard mood lighting. Soft jazz echoed faintly through the walls. I moved fast but careful, like I'd done it 100 times. Room 19 was down a lesser-used corridor, past an unmarked stairwell and a locked music room. I reached for the door, slightly ajar, and slipped inside. Just as I knelt to reset the receiver panel hidden beneath a wall sconce, the door creaked open behind me. Footsteps, voices, one high, animated, familiar. I dove into the supply closet. Through the crack in the door, I saw him, Diddy, holding a plastic bin filled with what looked like baby oil, bottles of it. His face was lit with glee, giddy even. He was dancing, mumbling to himself. "Yeah, this is it. This is the spot," he whispered, bouncing in place. "Time to get the real party started." He set the box down in the center of the rug and spun around like a child at recess, humming, practicing motions with his hands, ritualistic, almost choreographed. There was no music playing. I didn't breathe. The closet air grew warm, humid. My heart beat in my ears like it wanted out. After a few minutes, he left, suddenly and without a word, leaving the door wide open behind him. I waited 10 seconds, then 20. Then I moved, silent, quick, focused. I hit the reset. The green light on the receiver blinked twice. Audio feed restored. By the time I slipped back into the surveillance bunker, Prince didn't even look at me. He just said, "Good." Mark pointed at the screen. "They're going into that room. All of them." Prince sipped his tea and whispered, "Now watch what they do when they think no one's watching." They moved like shadows through the hall.
Or they wrote their death. I was in the prime of writing death. Murder was the case. I wanted to make a song like that because I heard a song Ice Cube had where it was like, down on the pet spot. It's me and JD and we selling more birds than a pet shop. Oh, why did niggas have to let loose? I heard 6 pop from a deuce. Black car service. About him getting shot, getting took to the hospital and some shit, but I was like, nah, I want my shit to be about me cutting a deal with the devil, then getting sentenced to the pen, and blah, blah. My story was like that. Then the shit happened. Not exactly like the song, but the shit happened was like, damn, I'm in a motherfucking murder case.
Go wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
What if I told you some of the world's most powerful people are linked to a dark and disturbing secret? The adrenochrome conspiracy suggests that celebrities and elites harvest a chemical called adrenochrome from the blood of children. The theory claims that by terrifying a victim, the adrenal glands flood the bloodstream with this substance, which is then extracted and allegedly used as a drug or anti-aging serum. Hollywood icons, politicians, and billionaires have all been accused of involvement, with some linking this to underground trafficking networks and secret societies. Is this just another internet myth? Or is there something far more sinister hiding in plain sight?
As the blood rushed out of my body, how do I explain it?
I saw some of those people go to clap, but then noticed that, whoa, this could be a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands.
Oh, wow.
I shed many a tear with this choice. It was scary. I was leading a successful life as an actor. I was the go-to rom-com guy. I liked doing rom-coms. They paid well.
Matthew McConaughey just jumped into the ongoing Hollyweird conversation that has had the internet in a chokehold for months now. And he's basically confirming that those industry parties we've heard about are just as bad as they seem. From all the dark initiation rituals upcoming stars are forced to go through to the severe consequences they suffer if they decided to step away from the fold, it's truly a horror show. What's crazier? Matthew has fallen victim to this dark initiation process, and when he tried to move away from Hollywood to focus on his life, his career nearly got blackballed. In fact, he believes he could have been a much bigger actor if certain powers that be were not working on his downfall simply because he told them no. The sad thing is that Matthew is not alone in this. So many other actors and artists have also been blackballed for either speaking up about the evils of Hollywood or refusing to join the crowd. But did Matthew really get initiated into secret cults in Hollywood? And was he targeted because of his refusal to suck up to the Illuminati?
Matthew McConaughey is opening up about why he and his family moved away from Hollywood. While speaking on the Good Trouble podcast, the Oscar winner shares that before he starred in projects like True Detective and Dallas Buyers Club, he was only seen as the, quote, rom-com dude.
Matthew McConaughey has had a very impressive career with high points that most actors only dream of. But he has also faced his fair share of trouble, especially when it comes to standing firm in his beliefs while chasing career opportunities and fame. But everyone has their breaking point, and for Matthew, his came when he decided he could no longer deal with the BS of Hollywood. He and his family packed their things and moved to a ranch in Texas, and according to him, it was the best decision he ever made. According to Matthew, the industry gets overwhelming at times, and he sometimes finds himself saying yes to everything, even if they were bad for him. He needed to keep himself grounded, and the only way he could do that was to focus on his family and craft.
So yet again, we got another celebrity exposing what they do behind closed doors. Have you guys seen that video floating around of Azealia Banks showing her cleaning up her sacrificial room? And for my safety TikTok, this is Stripped. I am an actress that's simply acting out a scene. Guys, do not take me serious.
That's about to come off my floor right now, guys. Oh my God. 3 years worth of brujeria. Yes, you know I gotta scrape all this up. I got my sandblaster, my goggles. It's about to go down. Real witches do real things.
Cardi's arm. See her elbow? And then we have the arm coming straight down. That's the Baphomet. Letting you know, see how the elbow and then the arm comes straight down? Cardi doing the same thing. Elbow, arm comes straight down. Elbow, arm comes straight down. Letting you know that this is who she's looking up to. This is Master. This is Massa for them. You have a male body figure with breasts. This is duality. This is the yin and the yang. This is the good and the evil. This is the God and the devil. This is their master. This is who they worship. As you can tell.
So what type of perks come with being in the Illuminati?
Free applesauce.
I love applesauce.
Chicken wings.
Wow.
But I haven't seen any lizard guys in suits.
That's good.
No, Scarlett, it sucks. What I want to do goat sacrifices because that's actually pretty spooky.
Oh, wow.
Also, I'd love to give a shout out to Satan.
Do you indulge in any form of worship?
All the time.
So tell me about that.
I give my demons free cheese. That's unusual, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get.
They have contracts. There was a contract, now it's later been amended, but Victory Boyd that signed to Roc Nation. A line inside of the contract that I'm sure Jay-Z and Beyonce never saw was, it said that Victory would not be able to sing about Christ or be able to sing about God in the contract. Rhythm and blues was the first step of taking God out of the people, because we had gospel. Aretha Franklin had gospel. Ray Charles, Patti LaBelle.
Is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
I've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And you've been on. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah. Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. To be the whistleblower, I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
But we kind of signed our life away to each other, and legally, and with blood, that there's no possible way anybody can separate or walk away from this.
And I'm very honored to be able to receive this amazing award from the depths of my soul.